Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to the next episode of the Ryan Joe Show. It is January 2nd today, so we just finished celebrating the new year the last couple of days. So that was fun, and it has been real cold out the last week, and finally today we are getting a little bit of a break from the cold. It is plus 2 degrees right now, and I'm off for an adventure off to the mountains to go in search for a lake to go skating on. There's definitely a lot of things I got to consider before I go skating on a lake. It has been cold here. I shouldn't be lacking any cold, but a lot of the lakes and reservoirs in Southern Alberta have very inconsistent flow, so the water could rise and fall, and on certain lakes, like Barrier Lake up in Kananaskis, if they let go of the dam and drain too much water, it's going to create a small little pocket of air below the ice, and that is very dangerous. You do not want to be skating on that. In November of 2020, me and Holly just about had a scary incident where she fell through the ice up at Ghost Lake. Because in Ghost Lake, there's a place where the Ghost River meets the Bow River, and that's where the dam is. But in this particular spot, because there's two different flows, it creates quite a scary little section where the ice can be quite thin and quite unpredictable. So we're going to be watching out for that today. I think if I go to Lake Minnewanka, I won't have this problem, but we shall see. I think the biggest indicator for me about whether I'm going to skate is whether other people are skating on there already and maybe not falling in. But it's always good to see that someone's augured a hole in the ice, and we're looking for probably about at least 1 foot of ice, hopefully 2. And this is what it looks like in the city of Calgary when we get a massive melt in the middle of winter. It's sloppy, it's dirty, look at this. Look at how much dirt's on my window. I just cleaned it a second ago too. Just unbelievable. One thing about living in Calgary is that we often get Chinooks that kind of break up the winter. So we get little warm spells right in the middle of winter. The last couple of days it went from minus 25, minus 30, all the way to plus 3 today. And man, last night I was just having the worst pressure headache I've ever had in my life. It was insane. I got home from a friend's party last night and I was just white. I couldn't even do anything because my head hurt so much. It was just pounding. I usually don't even get pressure headaches, but this time was just exceptionally bad. Calgary is one of the places you can experience all 4 seasons in one day. Start off cold and whip up to a hot, I'd say warmer, maybe sunny day, and then back to cold again in a single day. And you can get temperature influxes of 40, 80 degrees even in some days. I know what a lot of you are thinking. How come Holly hasn't been in your last couple of videos? Where's Holly? Did you guys break up? And the answer to that question is no. Holly just has a job where she has a very crazy schedule. Her schedules, she can be all over the place. And this weekend she just had, over the Christmas holidays, she had to work a lot. So unfortunately she couldn't join me for the last 2 videos. But don't worry, I know you guys love her, and she will be back in the next video. Before I head up skating, I'm going to make a quick stop in Canmore here and see if I can get something to eat. Well, this looks like a really nice place to go skating, but there's way too many people here today. You always have to take your time getting around Canmore because it's a busy place and there's lots of traffic, and the weather is not so great. the roads are kind of icy, so it makes for a very slow commute. Canmore is a very popular place, and you're looking at $1 million for any sort of property out here. And you're probably looking at a rental vacancy rate of 0, maybe just above 0. There are several little mountain towns that are like this, like Squamish, for example, near Vancouver, and Whistler. It'd be pretty hard up to find a rental. And if you want to buy in those areas, it's very expensive. The real estate, the way it is here in Canmore, you tend to get a lot of transient people that come through here. That's who really wants to live here, is people from other places, Quebec, other countries, want to come here and ski for a winter. And yeah, it's the perfect place to do that. Community cafe, waiting for my food. It is busy, so decided to wait outside. Look at that vegan burrito from Community. It looks delicious. Oh, it's nice to finally get out of Canmore. I got stuck in traffic a little bit there. We're finally back on the road, heading into the national park right now. Hello, good, thanks. How are you today? Good. Well, I was hoping to get the yearly one. Yep. Just to get into Banff, it's actually not free anyways. It can be expensive. Like each time, expect if you're only one person, you gotta pay $10, or if you're more than 2, you gotta pay $20 for each entry. So I just bought a year's pass. I got a year's pass for $145. And that's going to give me unlimited entries for 1 year. Just past Banff up there. It looked like Lake Minnewanka was not suitable to go skating on today, so I decided to try to continue on to Lake Louise. Earlier on in this video, I was just telling you guys how incremental the weather is here in the Calgary area because of the mountains. Well, I just drove from +2, nice and sunny, with a little bit of wind, and now I'm back into it's -11 out. It's basically winter, and the roads have become very icy and very unstable very quickly. Got up here to Lake Louise. I'm not totally sure if I'm going to be able to skate up here, but it does look like other people are coming out of here with skates, so that's always a good sign. My GoPro just died, so I'm losing the ability to take good shots. I was a little bit disappointed because my GoPro ended up dying. I'm not sure if it's just the cold temperatures, but unfortunately I wasn't able to take any more action shots of me skating. And I also run into another problem that I lost the lens cap for my DLSR camera too. So just all these things happen at once. What a day it is. What a day it's become. I always just absolutely love Lake Louise. So many nice sights to take in, except for, of course, the animal cruelty that's going on here, unfortunately. Seeing those horses back there pulling the sleighs, and just felt really bad for them. And it's just really too bad that I got here so late. There's so many things I could film here, so much nice photography to do. Now it's dark and all my cameras are dead, or I'm a little bit worried about bringing my DLSR out just because I don't have a lens cap and it's snowing, so it's gonna get wet and it's gonna wreck it. So filming the rest on my phone here, see how it turns out anyway. My time here in Lake Louise for the day is done. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to head on back to the city, but it never ceases to amaze me just how beautiful this place is. Lake Louise is quite a bit higher than Banff, so they get more snow, and there is just mountains of snow here. It is basically a winter wonderland, and it is completely gorgeous. I could stay out here filming for weeks and weeks and weeks and still not run out of things to film. But the only kind of dark side of Lake Louise is kind of the animal cruelty that goes on here. We've seen horse sledding and dog slaying, and you don't really need to do these things to have a good time in a winter wonderland. Lake Louise does not need to have these activities. They would still attract thousands and thousands of visitors per week. If you want to see more of this type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share this with your friends, give me a like, and most importantly, support the lucky ones. It's a tough time of year and hay prices are outrageous. So I will leave the information for that in the description and see you in the next one.